Oh my god. The time has come. What? What is going on? Hello. I hope I'm live. I'll find out. Seems like I am. Hi. We are playing against Jai. We are playing in the online async elevation tournament. There's one reason why I'm playing in this tournament. Because I don't know, for those that usually kind of follow my happenings, I don't usually play in like online leagues and stuff like that. Primarily because I don't usually have the time. But I really wanted to play in this one, and I really want to show y'all why. But Always Be Running isn't loading, so that's great. Netrunner run together packs. Is that gonna work? 2024. Well, you know, I should have probably planned this a little better, but let me actually, I'm gonna pull this up because it's important that I show you all this. Bear with me for 1 second. I just finished I was like doing some prep work for my online course that I've just started today. So today was like kind of the intro class, but we're really getting like thrown in there because, yeah, like there's a ton of things that we're supposed to read, and it's like clearly not possible to read all the stuff, but I was like looking through most of it, and a lot of stuff is actually just covered in law school. And I just kind of have to like identify the things that are not covered. So that was kind of nice, but there's still a little bit to do. Had like some long like videos that they made you watch. But anyways, I can't find a link to the Run Together pack. But let me see if this works. This is not working. How to do this? Bear with me. Bear with me. It'll be worth it. Just trust. Oh my goodness. Is it here? It's here. Okay. Now I have to figure out how to open this. I don't know how I'm going to open this. Copy link. Can I paste this link into here to show y'all what I'm talking about? There we go. Okay, so this is what I'm playing for. Fa Wikinometry has made this alt art for the Run Together pack, and I think it's adorable. So that's why we're here, because the Run Together pack it's like prize wall style from this tournament. And buying the whole Run Together pack is an option, but it's like a little pricey for me. For really, and I'm not usually like the biggest fan of like fan alt arts, because I kind of like to stay clean and play the official arts and all that stuff, just so that it's like very easy for my opponents and there isn't any confusion, because I know that that's something that can annoy me when I'm playing. So. But I think you can you look at this and the title is clear and like it's very clearly like looks very similar to Mystic maybe. So I like this. And it's really cute. So yeah, that's why we're here. I don't have that long. I know Jai's in the chat. And he says he's got a solid 2-hour block. So as long as we don't make like a Fight Club final, we should be fine. I have a less time. Like I have like a 1-hour block. So let's get going. So yeah, let's do it. So I'm gonna close this. And let's go. I'm gonna have like my little what do you call it? My little deck list overlay thing. And I'll have to... Yeah, sorry. So that was like an earlier version of the art. Mystic is 2 influence, and it was like there was like that was like an early version of the art that has since been edited slightly, just like adjust things like the influence was wrong and stuff like that. But the like the art is still like pretty much the same. That's not like the final version. That was just the version that I was able to pull up in 30 seconds on Discord. Anyways, we are playing some Nebular. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, let me pull out my deck list overlay. We're against the Sable. Okay, so yeah, what I'm gonna do this tournament, because we're allowed to change decks every round, like as much as we want. You can change the ID, you can change the cards in the deck. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a different deck every week. So this is my second day with the laptop, so I'm just gonna play the 2 decks that I have and that I know. So we're playing some Nebula. This is Kingmaking, Nano Management, Nebula, which is the deck list that I had posted a while ago. I'm just gonna edit this down so I can kind of lay that out like that. Perfect. All right. Okay. Obviously, I'm not gonna look at chat until we finish the game. So here we go. So we want to get some money. We don't have 2 ice, which is unfortunate. Just go draw hedge. Well, we could just gain money and score this, but no, we'll play it slow. We go draw hedge and then ping on HQ is okay. And then next turn, I've actually never played Nebula online yet. This is my first corp game on JNet since release, like since April. So I saw like some people commenting about like how does petty cash work out of archives on JNet, and I'm gonna figure out live right here because I have no idea. Here we go. Nope. Nope. Oh no. King making out of R&D. Sad. Alright. It's fine. Wow. Okay, so then we just play this planogram, draw 3 cards, play this YDL, discard this petty cash. Seems okay. NPOT is fine. So we'll go NPOT R&D. Oh wait, that's not right. YDL. And then NPOT R&D. And then we might just headline next turn. I don't know. We're going to spend $8 on this king making. But if we just headline... It's not clear. It's not clear. So far he's been going pretty slow, so that's good. He's got a Hermes. That's bad. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is the petty cash that I can play from archives. Cool. Am I just scoring? I feel like I chill for a turn, just so I get my money up, but I would love to play some operation, or I'd love to install some ice. Ugh. We're gonna get transfer of wealth. Thinking. Okay, so nano, kingmaking, and then I have 4 cards in hand. I draw 3 cards, and we add a superconducting hub to our score area. But if I whiff, then it's really bad. Or we can just score the headline, and we can risk the kingmaking in HQ, pitching. Siege is free for people to try starting June 10th. There's a new update coming out. Now we're just getting distracted. Okay. GovSub, Hedge, Spin Doctor. Okay, I think we're doing that. And if I don't draw an event, don't draw an operation, it's going to be really sad. Oh man, the Hermes is so awkward. We could just go for it. We're gonna go for this. Oh, I have another click. Lol. That's hilarious. That wasn't supposed to have another click. The famous draw last click. Alright, it's fine. Oh boy. Oh boy. Drawing is like not really what we want to do, because we're trying to like figure out this Hermes. I would love to install an ice on R&D there. So I could have rezzed the spin, install ice on R&D if I found it. That was definitely better. Install res spin, click 1, put the ice down. Yeah. That's poor. Wouldn't have found it, so that makes me feel better. So I think we petty cash the headline. We're gonna hold the king making. It feels god awful, but I think that's what we do. We just score. It feels bad, but we're gonna risk this 1 in 5. He can run multiple times if he wants. He has to clear this tag, so he's gonna run 3 times. There's no legwork, so doubt he's on Dockland's pass. He's gonna flip us, which means we're gonna have to spend next turn icing up and playing an operation, which will be good because we can like play an operation and then put 2 ice on HQ ideally, and then we should be flipped for the nano management king making next turn. Yeah, the last time I played this deck would have been at the Reading tournament, which was on May 3rd? May 3rd. Running back. Biobands clears the tag, so that's value. Don't hit the nano. Is really important. Or the king making. You can hit the nano. Oh boy. Okay. You didn't clear the tag. Wait, what? Oh, he took a tag off transfer of wealth. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll res spin. KPI. Don't think we want to pop this. You can trash it. We need ice really badly. If we draw another ice, then we can play the non-equivalent, which would be ideal. If we don't, we might have to play the Plano for 3 cards. Please draw an ice. No. Come on. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, this is where KPI comes in, because we can KPI to shuffle an agenda back. Because the key card is just the king making. So... Ugh. We can go KPI to draw and shuffle, and then install the ping. And if we whiff on the draw, we have to play the planogram. So I mean, we might as well play the planogram first. Thinking again. Ugh. Okay. I've only found 2 ice. There's a lot of ice left in this deck. So if we planogram to draw 3, we go to 10 cards. And then I play ping, play KPI, draw and shuffle, which just cycles a card and another card. And then we have to discard 2. One of them can be the non-equivalent. That seems okay. Yeah, we're going to go for this, just to make sure we get that ice. Wow, it was the last card too, so that's like crazy. Okay, and then we put the end pot down first, because if there's like a bypass effect, we want the ping on the outside. So we'll put the end pot down on each queue, and then we'll play the KPI. No, here's a question. Like, do we actually draw and shuffle? What are we discarding? Spin Doctor and non-equiv? Doesn't feel good. Yeah, so we do have to draw and shuffle. We do have the cards to win here. Right? We can count our points. We do have the cards to win here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard the rest. Yeah, he's like barely set up. Yeah, let's do it. This is greedy, but I'm doing it. Yeah, it's really greedy. But like this is like an aggro deck, right? Like I can't sit around forever. Because Sable with the Paladin and just like drawing cards is eventually gonna be able to consistently run on me. So we have to play aggressive. He's had a slow start, no class act, no card draw. He's had the buy bands, which has drawn him 2 cards. The Nuka, which he has clicked through, right? So he did actually find card draw. Yeah, but it doesn't feel like he's clicked through a Nuka, you know what I mean? If I don't get flipped here, then I go nano management, kick making, put the 1-pointer in my score area, ideally a superconducting hub, and suddenly I'm at 5 points with another nano and a 3-2 in hand. So I just have to not get flipped here. And we are at threat 2, so there are 2 subs on this end pot. Info bounty's fine. He's gonna go collect his archives money, which is good for him. Again, another piece that makes playing the long game against this type of Sable not the way to go. Ooh. Okay, so this is interesting. If I res, because I want to res all my ice, right? Because of the Hermes. But if I don't res the ping and I res the end pot, which is like the better ice to res, then he can actually just pay through it. So I should have put my ice the other way, which is hilarious. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna lose the HQ ice here. Then we're gonna have to discard. We just need to keep both of these agendas, right? And we win the game. So the ping is not gonna do us anything because we already have a ping. So we can definitely discard that. And then it's just like, do we throw out the king making? And I feel like we do. Just because it's like a card in hand that can be stolen or trashed, that will make the odds on the embedded reporting better. So we're gonna protect our embedded reportings. And this is gonna be, well, actually, oh, he got marked HQ, so he's gonna gain a click off this. That sucks. He has to whiff the access, please. Yes. Okay, 3 clicks to go. Wake implant. Run HQ, okay. He still has to clear that tag, but if he steals here, he might run back. Whiff again. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, the game's come down to a 1 in 5 if he runs HQ. Should be okay. I shouldn't say that. He's thinking. Oh, he's running. You, sir, have a 1 in 5. You always gotta tell them the odds. Nice. It makes this more interesting if you know the odds. As the runner, makes things much more interesting if you know the odds. Alrighty. I'm running this time. There's that. We are playing the Deep Dive Sable. And I need to change my deck overlay. We're against Nuvum. Okay. Info bounty, boomerang, maintenance access. That's hilarious. I guess we don't keep this, which is like, the way that I've been playing this deck is you just like balls to the wall deep dive, for lack of a better word. So, and this is like kind of that, but the boomerang and the maintenance access is a little too telegraphed, so we're gonna mulligan. It's a little better. We don't have econ. One sec. Changing overlay for deck list. Okay. Deck list. I used to have this on 2 separate tabs, but... Oh, I see. I'm supposed to, like, full screen, right? Hang on. I'm supposed to full screen. How do we do this? F11. Got it. And then we shift all this stuff over. Just like that. It's still not totally aligned, which I don't like. That's fine. There we go. Okay, deck list showing. I'm full screen. Good to go. All right. What'd we do? We went hedge fund, look at the top card, trash the top card, gain money, ice HQ, ice archives, R&D mark. Damn, we're good. Okay, so with this deck list, I'm supposed to... There's like Carpe Diems and Clean Getaways. So if we just like draw 4 cards and find one of our run events, we should be... One of our 6 run events that run R&D, we should be okay. So let's hit it. There it is. So let's hit this. Go R&D. Rip Jendi. Valentau. Okay. Good to know. Melandrigam's fine. Man, this sucks though, because we have like no money if we install this stuff. But I can literally just go install Melandrigam, install Boomerang on HQ, take a credit. Or, well, sorry, spend the next couple turns clicking for credits. Although I should probably Boomerang Archives. Save our cards. Now he knows I'm playing Deep Dive Sable. Petty Cash, look at top card, trash top card. I have to be careful about measured responses, right? Because we can just get, like, measured response deft. So I do have to be careful about that. Winchester on HQ is going to kind of wreck us. So I need to be careful about that now that I've installed a Boomerang and a Melandrigam. So maybe I, I would have loved to not install these cards, but I kind of had to with my hand, because there was nothing I want to discard here. So we're just going to have to play around Winchester, which will suck a lot, actually. Because our hand is, like, kind of stuck. And I've, like, heavily invested in this I'm going to deep dive you soon plan. But, like, that's kind of, like... that is what I, like, kind of built this deck to do. Is to just, like, throw my cards at this deep dive plan. And the reason I did that is because at the Reading tournament, when I was in the UK, I didn't have the time to actually, like, look at corp decks and understand what the corp meta, or, like, try to predict what corps people are going to play. So instead, what I chose to do is just... instead, what I chose to do is just, like, play a runner that I would be comfortable playing without really having to understand what corps are doing. And that is this. I could run Archives. It does give me the mark. I think I'm going to draw, and we're going to discard the Kurapira if we find something that... Wow, really? That's so unlucky. That's one of very few cards that we would be keeping over this Kurapira, but that's what we're doing. We don't need the breaker. We don't need... Like, our breakers are just... Like, for serious just-in-case moments. But we're already in, like, a bit of a clunky hand, and our breakers are not important in this deck. And he's making a remote, so that's good to see. He's got a Transport Monopoly? Ooh. Does he? Is that what that is? Should just be Off-World. I don't think he's going to play... Is he going to play Transport Monopoly on me? You say you wouldn't dare. He knows what I'm talking about. Oh no. Well, we have an R&D mark. I feel like we just run R&D and click for 3. Sure. Mask. Sure. There is the Valentau. No, we just click for 4. That's fine. Because there's the Valentau, right? I can't get through the Valentau. There's no point running here. Oh, it's SDS. Sure, that's fine. Oh, okay. It's Basalt Spire. That's also fine. Yeah, because this is a measured response deck. Yeah, it's fine. So now we go. We run HQ. We got Winchestered. I should run Archives first. We don't have our Swift. That's fine. Let's go. Oh, was supposed to be Archives, but that's fine. Don't love this, but we'll figure it out. Descent, sure. No. We could steal a bunch of points here. And if we do, we're going to Estebrado HQ. Okay. Lost a Basalt Spire. Sorry, lost a Seamless Launch with the Basalt Spire. We've got a bunch of cheap ice. We just run HQ. Show me. Okay. It's fine. Now we just see the top card of R&D. There's clearly an agenda in there, right? In HQ, but I don't think I'm concerned about it. We can maintenance access and deep dive once. That would require the use of my entire Melandrium. Or we could Estebrado. This hand is so awkward. But unfortunately, it's not a hand I can just discard. So we're just going to have to play through it. This sucks to see as well. Wow. Okay, we have a problem. Because I can't deep dive and have 4 cards in my hand. Well, if I steal one agenda, it's actually fine. So I guess that's the plan. We'll just deep dive to steal 1 agenda. We don't go to threat 4. So then measured response doesn't kill me. Okay. We're going to keep the Estebrado, and we're going to maintenance access, I think. Does that make sense? It does, because... Oh, man. If I Esto and then deep dive, then I have to commit to stealing 1 agenda on the dive. Or we just YOLO and hope he doesn't have measured response, which is also a very reasonable plan. The other option is I maintenance access, and then we have to spend both the counters on the Melandrium, and then we deep dive for 1 agenda. But then we have to find a new way through the descent next turn. Let's run R&D first and see if we can just steal out of here, because we're gonna have to run R&D eventually anyways. This doesn't matter. Okay. I guess it's Esto. Because we have boomerangs and like other tricks left in the deck, so just playing it safe is better. Just keeping the Melandrium around. Because also we need the Melandrium for SDS steals. Alright, we'll start with this, just so that the Basalt Spire can be used now. Yeah, it's so awkward. Like, we really want... We really want to like, cycle our cards. But Jai doesn't think I have Estebrado because I didn't play it last time. But I did. I was just greedy. which is like really bad. Yeah, it was like definitely a wrong play. Hey, it's a good card. We could trash this. Oh, we can't because of the Basalt Spire. So nope. And then we deep dive. And then we steal 2 points, which is perfect. That's all I wanted. We need to look at the rest of the deck though, right? Top down solutions. Wow, so it's like a lot of like vanilla cards, which is nice, which is very nice to see. Okay. He's gonna score here, and then I have a turn to prepare for another dive before the next score comes out. So I'm kind of doing okay. Yeah, like if I had if I had Debratoed that turn, then I would have played the dive. Yeah, it was definitely better. I don't know what I'm doing. If I'd played the Debrato last turn, the turn before, then I would have boomeranged through the Archives Ice like I already did. And then I would have had the Melandricum for a second deep dive. So it's like I've definitely already thrown this game. If I lose on that line alone. So I have to find another way through one of these ice. There it is. Just get a free run on R&D, why not? Afshar. Okay, that's an HQ ice. And then transfer doesn't do anything. And now I could draw again. Because that's what the game is going to come down to. Yeah, I think I do just draw again. Okay. Transfer is like good. Is it? 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Clean getaway. Transfer is probably unnecessary. Well, no, it probably is necessary, actually. And the maintenance access isn't going to do us anything until we find ourselves a Swift. So this draw has just been very awkward without this Swift. We lose to Greenmail. We lose to Slash and Burn Fast Events, but he shouldn't have it this turn, and click 1 draw means he doesn't. Okay. Yeah, that was really bad. Why didn't I ask Debrato that turn? That's such a bad play. Holy smokes. Draw, KPI to draw and shuffle, Ice HQ. Okay. He could have it any turn now. But I really want to find my Swift, because otherwise we're not going to win in one turn and we're just going to die. So I might have to take another turn off. Like, if he didn't Ice HQ, then we could go run, deep dive twice. But because he's iced HQ, I can't do that anymore. Because maintenance access is a double. Ooh, the ice on R&D too. Okay, so I'm gonna have to draw here. Yeah, there's just no way. Because I die to the pivot and the measured response. So I just have to draw. There's the Swift. Okay. That's good. That gets me through one place, so I need to find another way to get through. So I need a boomerang. It's not it. Yeah, we just do nothing. We could lose here. He's got 2 cards in hand. Like, he's got to find it. He's been milling cards every time he plays an operation. Okay, haven't lost. Problem is, I don't have it next turn. Because I still have to get through 4 pieces of ice. And... yeah. Okay, interesting. Ah, okay. I like it. Okay. So the question is, does he have an agenda in hand? Because there's only 2 cards in HQ, and one of them's of nano management. So that may or may not have been supposed to be on archives. That's fine. You can swap it. Cool with it. That's fair. He has seen the card, so it is like a pretty big difference. Because like now he knows like what the card is, so is like, how much do I need to ice archives kind of thing. All right, this is a problem now. I mean, the question is, does he have a 3/2? Right, and there's 2 unknown cards in HQ. There's 1 nano management, 2 unknown cards, and then there's 3 face down cards in archives that he can pick up with Basalt Spire. And he's rushed out 2 Basalt Spires, which is really good for him. How do we do this? One way to do this is I can run archives, Melandricum into archives, and then Estebrado HQ, and we just snipe it. But the problem is that isn't going to win us the game. That's just going to prevent us from losing this turn. And then I will have spent all my back bypass tools. So I think what I need to do is I need to draw another Estebrado and a boomerang. So it's like Lilo into Gamble Boomerang with the Estebrado in hand as well, which is like pretty low odds. I think those odds are better than the alternative. Like, playing the pivot for the nano makes sense regardless of if he has the agenda or not. And the ice should have been on HQ, or on archives, which makes a lot of sense, both for the Basalt Spire and also for the maintenance access. But I don't think I can do it, so we're just going to draw. Oh, backstitching. That's right. Okay. So I just go Carpe backstitching, and that's still not enough. Oh, no, I get a swift click. So I can go draw. I could also just access archives now. Thinking. What time is it? Doing okay on time. Wow. So if I carpe, go archives, we're actually going to gain a click, which means I can play the Estebrado and install backstitching. Okay, but here's the thing. If I play the carpe and install the backstitching, I have a click left. Can I deep dive next turn and see 2 cards? I mean, deep dive C1 might be enough too. Odds aren't good. Melondragum, backstitching, maintenance access, Estebrado. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks. 6th click is on deep dive. And I need archives mark. I don't think he has it. We'll make the run. Just a bounce. Let's see if he has it. I think there's a chance he doesn't have it. Nice. Okay. Very good. 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 Okay. Give me archives mark and I'll go for it. If you give me archives mark, then I'll go for the maintenance access, rerun archives, Estebrado R&D, deep dive. And I'm not going to have the second click for the deep dive click ability or the second copy of deep dive. Which essentially means that I need to steal an agenda out of Archives, R&D, or HQ during one of those 3 runs. And then steal another one off the deep dive, which is like decent odds. He could, of course, ice up, and that'll actually be a problem. Every time he installs a piece of ice like this why I don't like this deck, this Sable deck, is because I'm literally just counting ice. Like, it doesn't matter what the ice is. I'm literally just going, like, ability to bypass ice equals ice that's installed. Good to go. Yeah, we got another ice. That's bad. Also, gain 2 is really bad, too. But the thing is, like, if there was a 3-2 in Archives... Because what does Nuvum say, right? It says after you finish resolving an operation. So if there's already a 3-2 in Archives, then it would have won. So I don't quite like this is just to prevent deep dive. The card in server 1 is a Spin Doctor, and he's going to try to draw into it. But I don't have a choice, right? I just have to draw, which sucks. But I'm pretty sure I don't have a choice. Unless he can't res everything. But I think he can. Nice draw. Okay, install Melondragum. Play the thing. Gets me to 5 credits. And I need 6. So that means I can draw again and click for a credit and I'll be okay. Please? No. Is he trying to top deck it with the Basalt Spire? Because he knows he's dead? No. It's a 5-3 in server 1? Okay. Damn. Drew all the Basalt Spires. Damn. One turn short. Man, that was so bad. That was such a bad, like, why did I do that? That was really bad. Okay, we're gonna call in Joy. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, you're the one who's awake. I'm not the one who's awake.
Well,
Oh, man.
yeah. I I didn't get the chance to check with you before you left like the earlier game. Like I wanted to ask like what was on top of R&D and like if there was like 3 points on R&D in the Nebula game.
Uh,
Because I had one counter. I had one weak counter.
yeah. I don't think we can check that because I only know the top
Yeah, I
deck,
don't. Sure, sure.
and I
Yeah,
don't.
it would have to be exactly another next big thing, but oh well.
No, but that deck doesn't play next big thing.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's
Okay, okay.
3 nanos, 3 embedded, 1 headline, 3 post-truth, 3 superconducting hub.
Sure, sure.
Um, but oh my god, yeah, you're so right. Like, why didn't I play the Estebrado on that first? Like, I was so greedy. Oh my god.
I mean, I was like, this. Uh, I was like, okay, he's poking HQ. That makes sense. And then, like 2 turns later, you did. Oh, the next turn you didn't draw any cards, and you like run HQ. No,
Yeah.
run archives again. And
Yeah, because I
you
was like,
can't be
I don't
serious.
know. I was just like, I think at the time I was just like, well, I'm kind of just like inquisitive, and I wasn't really like that invested into trying to land the deep dive. But my hand was actually really awkward. Like my hand was Estebrado, maintenance access, and 3 deep dives. So and like I that's why I wasn't willing to cycle my cards. Um, and I was just sitting there with those cards in hand and clicking for credits. But I definitely should have Estebrado. That was really really bad because I had the boomerang that I used already. So like I already
Yes.
invested the boomerang on the break, and that's actually like what caused like my problems now is that I've just been like 1 ice break short for like the last
Yes.
couple
And then,
turns.
yeah, exactly. And then every turn I draw, I put down one more ice.
Yeah, and I was just 1 ice break short for the last couple turns, and had I just saved a Melandrigum counter by like deep diving that turn, I would have been I would have landed another deep dive,
Hmm.
or two.
I'm looking at chat now, and chat is saying that I missed a MR kill. Is that right? Was
I
I know
no,
you made a couple success. Yeah, because you never made any successful runs after threat 4.
that's correct. Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
I remember.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
yeah,
I haven't caught up on
uh,
chat at all. Let me
yeah.
see.
Uh, and of course, if if you had like landed the second dive on the turn that you did dive, I could have killed because of pivot MR basalt MR.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's why I wasn't like I was happy to only see one agenda there.
Yes, of
Which
course.
was why like I could have played the maintenance access instead of Estebrado, and I like used the Melandrigum to get through the the descent instead of Estebradoing through the tree line, and that would cost me an extra click because it's like a click that I don't care about because I only want one agenda. Um,
Hmm.
but like it was better to keep the Melandrigum on the board, I think. So it's just like the plan was just to like steal one agenda and then draw last click.
I mean, I think if you don't use the boomerang right then and there on the rest, I just bounce the descent anyway.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, like I think once I make that run, I should have gone in. I also like I ran R&D first, which was actually a misclick, but I was like, it's fine,
Correct.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, you ran R&D first. It's like, and I mean, because I think you know that I know the top card, and also because that the top card's getting milled anyway, because you expect me to Berserk something back because of my turn 1 archives install.
Yeah, it was a misclick, but I was like, I'm gonna like try to run all the servers this turn anyways, so whatever. And I think that was, oh no, it wasn't Mark. HQ was Mark. But like it was fine. Dang.
Yeah. This is what I've been cooking for the past like maybe week plus. Nouveau money, put in all the seamless effects you can put in, push it up, and if you don't see a Berserk, you just do the same thing off the books and keep jamming the remote until someone dies.
Yeah. Man, scoring the basalts was so good. Like getting that up early. You got the Valentine in the remote, so there's no point in me challenging that, right?
I mean, the remote was Lockjam Valentine, so there was certain credit totals you could have challenged.
After threat 4.
Yes.
So I could only challenge the last score, which was precisely this last turn.
Yeah.
Which was actually.
I assumed that you would put like the remote like when I just installed it as spin or antil or something.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. And to saying I ran R&D with a Carpe Diem when I was on 2 score basalts with 2 counters and a pivot in hand, and I had 7 credits.
R&D.
Did I? I don't think so. I think R&D was iced. Maybe I did. Let's see.
Did I recall you Carpe Diem ran archives once and bounced.
This was turn 6. Turn 6, you had just scored. And I had just oh no, they're right.
And I had how many credits? I assume enough.
Yeah, you should have had enough. You were at 13. Oh no, I had 5 cards in hand. Oh, but you can pivot. You can pivot for the measure.
Yeah, I can pivot MR and then Berserk MR. Okay, I guess I missed lethal then.
Huh. Man.
Well, that's a VM, I guess.
Oh no.
Well, I'm sure glad that didn't come back to bite me in any way, shape, or form.
That's right.
Oh, so that immediately after Berserk. That's crazy. Okay, wow, I completely missed that.
It was my next turn. Like I spent the whole turn before being like, okay, we're not gonna die to a measured response. And then the next turn you scored to threat 4, and I was like, all right, let's just run R&D.
and that's the crazy part. I was also like, yeah, Sokka's never gonna die to measured response.
Oh no. I had 7 credits and 5 cards in hand.
5 cards. Okay, yeah, that was definitely a misplay on both ends.
Oh no.
Yeah, this recording doesn't go up. I'm sorry, everybody.
No, it's up there. Taking it down is too much work. It's more like all right. Well, there we go. There's our round. We got ourselves a corpse split. You had to score 9 points the hard way.
The hard way.
The really hard way.
Yeah, 2 nano managements, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I kind of gave you a bunch of time to do it. Do you play? You play green mails? There's just like 2-pointers in 5-3, right? There's no green mail.
Yes. So spoiler alert: this deck is actually on 23 points because I don't want to play green mail ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's like results of the books, slash and burns, and that's 22 points. Sorry, that's 21 points. And I'm like, do I play green mail or above the law? I'm playing a friggin' above the law. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Well, I mean, you play the above the law before you play the off the books.
I don't know about that actually.
Really?
Like maybe over the third, before the third off the books, but off the books is like really, really sick with seamless. If you have like enough money to rest like 3 remote eyes, and you go seamless, advance, and off the books, you just start looping.
Sure. Yeah. All right. There's no. Are the rest of the agendas in the deck right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Dang. Okay. All right, friends. I'm gonna go. I've got a dinner to get to. I will be streaming.
And I've got work to get to.
Oh yeah. TI starting soon. We'll try to get.
Oh really? Yeah. I wanted to ask about that soon, TM.
Yeah, we'll get. I think I need to talk to Peter, and he's gonna set something up with us. We'll get in a call.
Excellent.
All right. Okay, I'll catch you later.
All right, catch you soon.
All right. Yeah, I will be streaming all my rounds. Just because it's an online event I'm playing in. As long as my opponent is okay with it, I will stream all my rounds. And as I said, like I'll try to play a different deck every round because I think that'll be interesting. It'll give me like a bit of a challenge just to like make myself get used to all these decks. Like I'll try to like play a little bit before I jump into the rounds. And I won't just like be playing them blind. Like this will be like probably the most unprepared I'll be. Because the Nebula, well, I mean, I don't know. It'll be like a different type of prepared. Because the Nebula and the Deep Dive Sable are like decks that I built way back, like almost, I guess 20 days ago. Yeah. And then haven't touched them since because God, I hate touching this Sable. And I'm still sad I lost with it, but like it's fine because like this deck, I don't want this deck to do well. But anyways, we're only playing it for one round. I'm gonna try to play a different corp and a different runner every round. So we'll have to think about what to play. I'll try to stream as much as I can. My online course is like just taking off, and there's gonna be a lot of work to do with it. So maybe I won't have time to stream too much, but we'll see. Okay, all right, friends. I'll see you later. I was 99% sure you were gonna play the Reg host from Showdown. Yeah, I could. I mean, like the Reg host was like the Reg host isn't new to me, in the sense that like I think when Not Yeti and I had talked about it in Reading, and it's like I feel like I want to stay away from playing Reg decks and like let's just like try to play some more fancier stuff, just so that I can get used to like the different crazier runner decks that are out there. Yeah, there's definitely a better way to put that. But anyways, gotta run.